Don't be afraid. Lock the doors. Turn out the lights. And climb into bed. It's time for Hillbilly Dead Time Stories.
In the entire history of music, there may be no performer that was as flamboyant as Liberace. Liberace was a child prodigy pianist born May 16, 1919 in Wisconsin. He enjoyed a career spanning 4 decades of concerts, recordings, television, motion pictures, and endorsements. At the height of his fame from the 1950s to the 1970s, Liberace was the highest paid entertainer in the entire world. He had established concert residencies in Las Vegas and an international touring schedule. Liberace embraced the lifestyle of flamboyant excess both on and off stage, earning him the nickname of Mr. Showmanship. With this kind of personality while living, it should be of no surprise that Liberace didn't just stop making appearances after his death in 1987. Born Waldjul Valentino Liberace, his friends called him Lee or Walt. His parents came from Polish and Italian origins and were very musical, with his father playing the French horn and his mother being a concert pianist at one point. It was obvious that Liberace had music in his blood when he started playing the piano at the age of 4. Liberace had his fair share of adversity growing up. In early childhood, Liberace suffered from a speech impediment. As a teen, neighborhood children would tease him for his feminine personality, his avoidance of sports, and his fondness for cooking and the piano. Liberace would overcome the mocking to become the most famous piano player of his time. Sadly, Liberace died of pneumonia as a complication of AIDS on February 4, 1987, at his retreat home in Palm Springs, California, at the age of 67. As mentioned earlier, Liberace loved to cook. This led him to design and open his own restaurant, at the time called Liberace's Tivoli Gardens, now known as Carluccio's Tivoli Gardens. The restaurant sat empty for a year after Liberace's death until the Carluccio's family purchased it. Not only did Liberace love to cook, he loved to cook in his restaurant, the restaurant that he has been said to haunt since his passing. Many visitors have reported cold spots, bottles falling off of shelves, faucets and lights turning on and off on their own accord, and of course, the sound of piano music playing. Liberace's ghost, as it seems, doesn't just reside in his former restaurant. In fact, he has an odd connection to another former musician, Michael Jackson. According to mediums and mystic teachers Craig and Jane Hamilton Parker, Michael Jackson said that he could communicate with the spirit of Liberace. The couple also reported that Michael had a secret room with moving walls and mirrors. It was said that in that room, he had his sessions with Liberace. Jackson claimed to be able to feel Liberace's presence, and he felt that he was a guardian angel. Oddly enough, Liberace had a similar experience. He had once owned a piano that belonged to famed classical composer Franz Liszt. Liberace felt that he was inspired to write certain compositions on that piano by Liszt. Maybe, just sometimes, a ghost is the real key to writing a song.
Hush, little baby. don't say a word. Or Daddy has to fight off a zombie herd. And once that zombie herd is dead, Daddy has to hack off the devil's head. And if that devil's head gets hacked, Daddy has to hunt down a werewolf pack. And when that werewolf pack goes down, Daddy has to slaughter an evil clown. And after the evil clown is killed, Daddy has to take on a vampire guild.